much for tuning in today's video. My name is Fumi and this is my channel. I have not posted on this channel in like a year or so. I think my last video was actually like January 1st, 2019, and it's almost the end of 2020. So I kind of want to reinvent this channel. Before it was like, you can go look at my videos because I don't want to delete them because I kind of like seeing the growth, but let me tell you, they were kind of cringy. But yeah, before it was like I was just kind of doing whatever, but I really want to focus this channel because I am going to be a freshman in college this year. I'm attending UCLA, which is why this is a how I got into UCLA video. But so I want to focus this on like mainly college type videos, like vlogs, week in my lives, stuff like that, and also like some beauty stuff, some educational stuff like how I study and stuff like that. I just want this channel to be helpful to people who are coming into college so they can see what it's like being a freshman, because obviously I don't know what it's like, so we're kind of going to be going through this together and growing together. So yeah, that's what this channel is mainly going to be about. Is my bed broken? Anyway, so yeah, that is what this channel is mainly going to be about. It's mainly just going to be college, beauty, lifestyle, educational type videos. So let's just get right into the video. So like I said before, my name is Fumi. I'm going to be a freshman at UCLA this fall. I'm a neuroscience major, or at least that's what I put in. I don't think you can declare technically your major until like your junior year at UCLA, but that's what I'm going to be. I'm also pre-med, so that means basically pre-med is not a major, but it's like a track. So you take classes that you need to take for like the MCAT in medical school. So I'm a neuroscience pre-med person. Yeah, I also want to kind of, that's why I'm keeping this channel, because I was originally not going to keep, like I always wanted to keep like doing YouTube, but I was always like, I don't have the time. But I realized I'm probably never going to have the time, especially now that I'm going to college and it's just going to get harder from here. So I was like, I have to make the time because it's something that I like doing. So I want to keep this channel so that way I can kind of document like you know, going through pre-med and then med school and then obviously becoming a doctor. I just want to be able to have that at least for myself, just to see like the growth. So yeah, but for today's video I'm going to be telling you guys how I got into UCLA. I'm not like affiliated with like UCLA or anything, or college, where I don't know exactly this is what got me in, but I'm just gonna like talk about my stats. I have everything written down here so I don't forget anything. I'm gonna talk about my stats, extracurriculars, volunteering, and like essays and stuff. So if you want to know how I think I got into UCLA, keep watching. So before I go into like my stats and everything, I have everything written down here so I don't forget anything. I'm going to tell you where I applied to and where I got in. But I applied to 4 Ivies and then 1 like more competitive type school. So I applied to Harvard, Columbia, UPenn, Yale, and Johns Hopkins University in Maryland. And I didn't get into any of those schools, but it's okay because I got into UCLA, #1 public school in the nation, period. And then I also applied to UMD College Park, UMBC, which is University of, so UMD is University of Maryland College Park, and UMBC is University of Maryland, Baltimore County. And then I also applied to UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, UC Davis, UC Berkeley, and UCLA. So out of all those schools I applied to, it was a total of 12. I got into UMD, UMBC, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, UC Davis, and obviously UCLA. So that's another reason why I'm making this video. I kind of want to give other people hope in a way, because I remember like finding out that I didn't get into any of those like top Ivy schools. I was like, oh my gosh, like that's it, like I'm not going to be successful, like I don't know, it's like I need to get into a good school to like have a good life. That was the mentality I had. But over time I kind of realized like, well, college is all the same everywhere, honestly. You're going to be successful as long as you're willing to put in the same amount of work that you would put in at like Harvard, at like under-ranked school. So that's something that to keep in mind when you're applying to school, and also when you get in. Don't stress over where you're going necessarily. Just make sure it's a school that has the programs you like, that's going to be beneficial for you and what you want to do. Even if you don't know what you want to do but you have ideas, just make sure that's what you're keeping in mind when you are applying to school. So now I'm going to talk about my stats. So I'm going to tell you guys my GPA, the grades I had all throughout high school, and my SAT score. So my GPA was a 4.55 or something. I don't know the exact number. Weighted. That was like my cumulative GPA for all of high school. And I'm gonna go into my grades. I took 7 AP classes throughout the course of high school. The schools that I went to, because I went to 2 different schools. I kind of discussed that in like one of my last videos, but I'll just say it here. I went to a private school in California my freshman and sophomore year, so then my family had to move to Maryland right before my junior year. So I went to a public school in Maryland my junior and senior year. So if that's something that's also scaring you, but like, oh, if I have to transfer schools, that will affect it, no. So I know I was scared about that. So like I said, I took 7 APs, and I'm gonna list the classes that I took each year of high school and the grades I got in them. I'll try and put it on the screen too so you can see it if it sounds kind of confusing. But my freshman year, I took Honors English 9, and I got an A in that. I took Algebra 1, and I got an A in that. I took Biology, just regular Biology, and I got an A in that. I took Dance, and I got an A in that, and I also took Spanish 1, and I got an A in that. And I took a religion class because it was a private school, but they don't count that on this transcript. So those are the classes that I took. I got all A's my freshman year, both semesters. So my sophomore year, I took Honors English 10. I got an A in that. I took geometry the summer before my sophomore year, and I got an A in that. And I also took Algebra 2, just regular Algebra 2 my sophomore year, and I got an A in that. I took Honors Chemistry, and I got an A in that. And I took AP World History, and I got an A the first semester and then a B the second semester. And then I also took Spanish 2, and I got an A in that. So then for my junior year, I took AP Lang. I got a B first semester and then an A second semester. I took Honors Pre-Calc, and I got an A both semesters. I took AP Biology, and I got an A both semesters. I took Honors NSL Government, which is like a class I had to take for the school that I went to, so I got an A in that. And then I took Honors Spanish 3, and I got an A in that. So I took 3 years of a Spanish class, which I think there's like certain requirements that you need when you're applying to a UC school. I'll try and like put a picture, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, so, and I also took Foundations of Technology my junior year, and I got an A in that, which is like a class that I needed for my school. So for my senior year, I took Honors English 12, and I got an A in that. I took AP Calculus BC. I think I got a B first semester and then an A second semester, I don't remember, but it was around that. And then I took Anatomy and Physiology, I got an A both semesters. I took AP Physics, I got a B both semesters. Oh no, I got an A first semester and I got a B first semester and an A second semester. And then I also took AP Psychology, I got an A in that. I took AP US History, got an A in that both semesters. And then I had to take dance for the school because they didn't count like my PE credits for my old school, so I had to take like a PE credit. So I took dance, got an A in that. And I think those are all the classes that I took throughout high school. So again, if I was like confusing, I'll just put like, I'll list it out for each one. So like I said, I took 7 APs. I did pretty well in all of them. I never got anything less than a B in high school, and I didn't get that many B's, so I don't know, take that with a grain of salt. I don't think I'm not saying like you can't get like a C and then get into like UCLA. I'm pretty sure I know people who got like C's who had lower SAT scores than me and they still got in. What's really important is your essay and your like everything comes into play. So it's not like, oh, my GPA is not that high, let me just not even apply here. It's like, okay, my GPA is not that high, but how do I make up for that in other areas? Now I'm going to talk about my SAT score. So I took the SAT 3 times. So twice I got the same score, but then eventually the final score that I got was a 1380, so it's not like anything, like it's pretty average. It's not a super high score, it's not like a super low score. I think it's in the middle. So if you got like a 1300 1400 type, like there's nothing to worry about. But also if you're class of like, if you're obviously, yeah, so if you're applying this year, a lot of UCs are not requiring you to submit an SAT score, so lucky you, because that really stressed me out when I was applying. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like are they gonna think my SAT score is low? But yeah, so you're lucky in that regard. But yeah, so that is it from my stats. Now I'm gonna go into extracurriculars and like other things I did outside of the classroom that I think helped my application. So yeah. So for extracurriculars, I'm gonna go based off of what I did each year. So for the first 2 years of high school, I was a part of ASB, and I was a part of this thing at my school called Student Ambassadors, which basically what that was is like we just went to different elementary and middle schools and we talked about our high school and like what we loved about it, why we thought they should apply, because it was a private school, so you did have to like apply. It was like an application process. So that's what we did basically in Student Ambassadors. And then my sophomore year I did that. Oh, in ASB I was a student representative, so I just kind of like I went to the meetings and everything, and I relayed everything back to like my section. We each had sections or whatever, so yeah. So then my sophomore year of high school, me and my friend, we restarted a club at our school that had long died down, which we called it the African American Association. So we wanted to start like a BSU type of thing, but there was like a lot of backlash from administration, so we just kind of have to keep fighting to get just the African American Association started. So we did that. So in my application I put down that I was a co-founder and the vice president of this club, and I think that's something that was really that really helped. I think colleges like to see leadership. I think they like to see that you are not just like someone who sits back, but you're also someone who takes initiative. So if you can get into like leadership positions or start a club, any type of club, honestly, I would recommend doing that. Then my junior year, I was a part of ASA, which is African Student Association. So we had an African Student Association, so I was a part of that for junior year, and the dance team, because there was a dance team for it. But then I was a part of the board for that club senior year, so that's like another leadership position. And so that's mainly what I did in school. I didn't really do I didn't do sports. I wasn't a sports type of person. I just did mainly clubs and like things like that. I feel like there's stuff that I'm forgetting. I feel like I put down other stuff in school, but I can't remember right now. So yeah, that's what I did for in-school extracurriculars. And then outside of school, I was part of church, choir, church technical team. So with the technical team, we live stream, so I just helped with that and like the behind the scenes, like the speakers and stuff like that. I was also a part of my church's youth group. I was a youth leader, so that kind of means like we plan a lot of like the youth activities, I guess. So that's that's a leadership position. And then I was also a Sunday school teacher for like the little kids at my church. So that is what I did for extracurriculars throughout high school. When I was like applying, I was like, dang, like I have not done anything. I was like, I really wish that I did more. But honestly, I looking back, I think I did a good amount while still also doing school. But obviously people do like a whole lot more. There's some people who are school president. Like one of my friends, she was like school president. She was she played a lot of sports. She also kept really good grades. So honestly, I feel like it's also good to keep in mind that we are not all the same. So you can't necessarily start comparing yourself to other people. Just remember, like, this is me, this is what I've done. I have to be proud of that. So little pep talk from me. So lastly, I want to talk about volunteering. So I don't think this played that much of a role in my application because I didn't do that much when it comes to volunteering. At least not stuff that I feel like I could put down. Like, I volunteered, but it wasn't like there wasn't record of it because I just did it to volunteer. But this is what I did put down for volunteering because I had a record of it. So my freshman and sophomore year, there was this program at my school called the Baby Moses Basket. So basically we filled baskets with things that newborns would need. So there's a lot of mothers out there who don't have the money to provide for their newborn baby, so we just kind of donated. We went out, we bought things that we thought that they would need, like baby bottles, diapers, blankets, things like clothing. So we did that, filled the boxes up, and we got volunteer credit for that. But it also, I really liked that program. They didn't have that at my new school, but yeah, so that's what I did. And then I also volunteered at a convalescent home my sophomore year. So what we did mainly was we just played with the residents, not played with, we did play with, we played card games with the residents, and we also wheeled them from their rooms to the lunch rooms, and we just kind of hung out with them. And then my senior year, because I just need to get I just need credit so I can graduate, I just did I volunteered at a basketball tryout thing, and I just helped set up and sign people in when they came. So that is what I did for volunteering. I think I'm going to talk about essays a little bit. I might talk about essays in another video if you guys want me to, because I feel like that's a whole nother topic in itself. But for my essay, basically I started writing it the summer before senior year, and I wrote one essay. I was completely done, but then starting school, I didn't like that essay anymore. I thought it was like really like fake, not necessarily fake, like it was true, the story, but I didn't make it seem as personable and emotional as I wanted my essay to be. Like I really wanted to show who I was, so I picked another topic. I talked about like cutting my hair and just a bunch of stuff that I had to deal with, like from when I was a young person and how it affected me. So if you want me to make a video on how to write like college essays, I can do that, or at least I'll try. But also, if you guys have any questions about applying to college, or just, I don't know, questions in general, I will leave my business email in the description box. If you want to like email me if you have any questions about anything, just let me, please do that. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informative and helpful, just so I give you an idea of what I did to get in to UCLA and also all the other schools that I got into. I think it's also important to remember that you shouldn't compare yourself to another person. Just because somebody got this grade in a class, or because somebody took this class, doesn't mean, oh, I need to do it, this is what I need to do. So yeah, and also I think it's important to remember to take classes, because I know some people may be like freshmen watching this, to take classes that you actually enjoy taking. I know in high school it's kind of hard because they kind of have like, oh, you have to take this, you have to take this, but I feel like there is a little bit of leeway in that idea. Like when you're taking AP classes, if you're an artsy person and you know that's what you want to go into, take an art AP class. But personally, I know that I was like a STEM person and I wanted to go into science and obviously go to medical school, so that's why I focused around like science, math classes. But yeah, that's like my little tidbit. If you guys have any other questions, just comment them and I'll try and answer, or not try, I have nothing else to do, I will answer them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, comment down below. Yeah, so also give me like video ideas you want to see this summer. I might not post again until like I'm moving in, because I want to do like a college moving vlog type thing. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.